Get me back to my wife and kids. Help me, Clarence, please. Please. I want to live again. I want to live again. I want to live again. Please, God, let me live again.
Sorry that we haven't been with you for the last couple of months, but I want to do what I want to do. Oh, Rachie.
That was way better than mine.
What was yours going to be?
I was just going to make up a song called It's a Wonderful Life.
Go ahead. No, do it.
I'll save it. I'll save it for the end, maybe. Or maybe in the middle.
But sometimes we save things and we never deliver. Have you noticed? I was re-listening to our episode from this last season and we're like, yeah, we'll do this later. We'll do it at the end. And then we never got to it. And I'm like, oh, man, we saved it. So sometimes you just got to go for it.
I need a teaser, though. I need them to stay with us because you guys, you need to buckle up right now.
This is a big one.
As you can already tell from the time, and you're in the future. I don't know what the time is going to be right now as I'm speaking this to you, but I just know it's gonna be a long one. It's just gonna be a long one. It is what it is. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you're not in the season anymore. You only get like spontaneous episodes, so just enjoy it. By the way, you got a little sick Zuzu here. You hear that?
Yeah, I'm a little ginger snap tie.
I don't want to sleep. I want to look at my flower.
Poor hon. Yeah, we've actually put this off a couple of days, hoping that you would regain your vocal acrobatics, but this is as good as it gets, folks. I think this is where we're at.
Oh, so. I can still deliver.
He's going to run himself so hoarse during this episode, I can already tell. You got some throat spray, so you're feeling cocky. This is how this goes.
Yeah, this is going to be bad.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Summer's Off Winter Edition. Christmas special.
So this is Christmas.
Special.
And what have you done? Did you buy all your presents? And did you have a lot of fun?
Again.
It's a very Merry Christmas.
Feel like we're wasting your vocals where we don't need
to. Essential.
I'm going to need you to laugh.
Rach, favorite Christmas song right now? In this moment, favorite, like the one that's hitting you hard right now.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mine is T Swift's Last Christmas right now.
Yeah,
I heard it just
that's good.
24 hours ago. It's rattling around in the old
That's a good
brain.
Reminder that I need to wash my Wham shirt for Christmas break.
Yeah, you do.
I have a Last Christmas t-shirt, and it gets really wrinkly because I only wear it during Christmas.
It does. It's almost always very wrinkly whenever you put it on.
So I am going to toss it in the wash tonight, so that way it is prepped and ready for the week ahead.
Second runner-up, Justin Bieber's Under the Mistletoe. It's hitting hard this year, and I'm loving it.
It's hitting hard this year. All right, guys. As you can tell from the title, we are covering one of the best movies, Christmas movies, full stop. It's a Wonderful Life.
A little overrated.
Man, if you have that attitude, you might as well just fast forward right now.
Yeah.
1946, Frank Capra's masterpiece, Ty.
Uh-huh.
When was the first time you watched this? That you remember?
Okay, that I remember. I'm sure I saw it like in passing in sections as a kid. But I'll be honest, the first time I think I actually watched this, like I sat down and I was like, I'm committing myself to the 2 hours and 20 minutes it takes to watch this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say was after college.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was like a young 20-something-year-old young man trying to work his way through life. And he was like, what's even the point of it all? You know what? I should take insurance out and I should just end it all right here. My family can get a swift $10,000 payout.
You were really like resonating already with the film at that age?
Already. And then this movie came upon me and I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I will keep living. I don't remember exactly, but it would have been early 20s. Mm-hmm. But it's not like a moment that like I watched this movie And like I remember that moment specifically, but I remember the impact that this movie had on me.
Yeah.
That after watching it, I felt like a changed person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the power of this movie, is that it kind of it puts everything that matters in life into perspective, and it lets it roll around and allows you to like organize your philosophies. Like, oh shit, maybe I don't really care about that as much as I used to anymore.
Yeah.
So I feel like as I get older, my love for this movie has actually grown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every year I find something new to laugh at or new to cry at. It kind of just dosey-dos all
Oh my
the
gosh.
time.
So we went and saw it. Can we tell them how we saw this?
No.
Okay.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
you
all
may.
right, good. So we went and saw this at an old movie house here in Champaign, Illinois, the Virginia Theater, where we performed Beautiful this summer, which is really fun to go back to that space. And it's like this beautiful, ornate area. They just like drop a projector screen down and play it. And while we were watching it, it was oh gosh, what's the alchemist, the drug guy?
Mr. Gower.
Mr. Gower.
Mr. Gower.
The Mr. Gower moment got me more than it usually does. And that's right off the beginning of the movie. And it was like, obviously he's sad because he just lost his son in, not to the war. It was like not wartime.
I think he lost him to influenza.
Influenza, yeah. But the whole moment where he's like, I know you didn't mean to do it, Mr. Gower. I know you didn't mean it. You're just sad. I'm here to help you. And then Mr. Gower's like hugging. He was like, oh, my boy, my boy. I was like, oh. I started crying during that moment, which I never really do before. But that is a thing. I think that they need to have more moments for him to be nice back to Mr. Gower in the movie. That would be one of my only notes.
Oh,
I'd be like,
that's
Mr.
a
Gower's like
full-blown
around,
note?
and I want George to acknowledge that Mr. Gower and him are very connected.
So more Gower.
I want more Gower.
More Gower.
It's more
magic
No,
pants.
it's more Jimmy
more
Stewart
Gower.
ignores Gower as an actor a little bit. He's like, oh, hey, Mr. Gower, what's going on? And then he just like kind of walks away. And there's a few.
You say that, but he goes to the store after he gets his suitcase and like thanks him in person.
Yeah, I know, but it's
for it.
really quick. He's like, hey, thanks for this, by the way,
It's
Mr.
true.
Gower.
It's
like,
true.
it's not like, Mr. Gower, you old so-and-so, I love you so much, like a hug or anything. It's like there's not quite enough Mr. Gower connections.
Wow.
But that is
What a take.
one of my only notes.
I'm glad we got it out right off the bat. That's great.
Because I was so moved by the Mr. Gower moment that was my note walking. I was like, I think we could have used just like 3 more seconds of Mr. Gower connection moments.
Got it. My note a long time ago would have been that I thought it was too long, and this would have been like the first couple of times seeing it, whether that was like in middle school, high school, because it was always on, right? It's always on at Christmas time. But I can't remember the first time that I watched it through and the first time that it actually sunk in what this movie was to me.
You know why
it's
you
been
probably
huge ever since.
You know why you thought it was too long, probably? Because you were watching it on TV with commercials, and the movie would be over 3 hours then, with all the ads.
That honestly makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And I think also for a black and white film, correct me if I'm wrong, but when I think about black and white films, I don't normally think of them as being like 2 hours. As a child, the
They're
black
usually
and white
like an
films
hour,
are
30, hour
usually
45. Yep.
so much shorter. Yeah, I don't know, but at some point I have grown to like appreciate the time. But they cram so much story in the 2 hours and 10 minutes. That's all the longer this film is, you guys. 2 hours and 10 minutes. God, can we get back to that, please?
Yeah, I loved it. I think it's a great time. I think it's well paced. I was thinking when I was watching this last time, I was like, is there anything you could cut? And there are, I suppose. Like, you could cut when, like, what's his name? The asshole of the town.
Potter?
When Potter is trying to, like, convince him to take more money and is giving him cigars and stuff. Like, that whole scene, because, like, he literally gets tempted and he kind of goes along with it. And then he, like, he undoes it within the moment of the scene. But I was like, but I like that temptation. And I like that he's considering it, and it leads to then where we're going when things get bad.
I don't need 24 hours. I don't have to talk to anybody. I know right now. And the answer's no. Doggone it. You sit around here and you spin your little webs and you think the whole world revolves around you and your money. Well, it doesn't, Mr. Potter. In the whole vast configuration of things, I'd say you were nothing but a scurvy little spider.
So, like, even scenes that I was like, you could cut that. I was like, no, the film suffers from cutting that. I wouldn't touch anything.
I wouldn't
It is
mess with
what
that
it is.
Because I feel like that also shows just the nature of his character and how human he is and how he can envy his friends and how he just so badly still, even though he has marry and is the successful businessman in town. Like he just, well, successful, I'll put air quotes around that, but he just he's still the same George who wants to get out, and Potter sees right through that and then uses that against him. And I think that's a great plot device there.
Hey, over the holidays when we're like with your family, excuse me, I burped into the microphone, which is something I absolutely despise.
Excuse me. Excuse you for what?
I burped. Can you, whenever you make fun of like a family member or whatever, or even like one of the nieces or nephews and stuff, can you just do a little hee-haw, hee-haw right at them afterwards?
It would be my pleasure.
Yeah, it'll be like your thing for the.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get them doing it. It's gonna be so great.
Yeah. They're gonna love
Okay. Yeah. Don't let me forget that, please.
I won't.
Okay. Couple of taglines. These are great taglines. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. How could it be anything else?
I like it.
1946, ladies and gentlemen.
I like it.
1946.
It's simple.
Where wishes come true, where angels are real, the greatest gift of all is right at home. I had to read it that way. There was ellipses all over the place.
No, I get
Could you
it.
feel it?
No, I was actually going to compliment you on your reading,
Please
and then
don't.
you like
Please
undercut
don't.
your performance.
You're
and I was
going
like,
to like make my head
no,
bigger, and
it
then I'll
was
get
good
bad again.
because sometimes these are the hard parts for you. Is
These are
reading tags
reading
and
is
reviews
hard.
and reads. Yeah, reading things.
And
This
then
is great.
maybe the worst one of all. Wonderful news about wonderful people in a wonderful picture. It's a wonderful love. It's a wonderful life.
Okay, it wasn't bad. It just went on for too long.
Yeah, much too long.
Yeah.
And actually, I read that last part wrong. It's a wonderful laugh.
Oh.
That's how they ended it.
It's a
laugh?
wonderful laugh.
I mean, I laughed during it, but it's not a wonderful laugh.
No,
you
it's
know?
not. And that's what the beauty of this movie is, though, is that it makes you laugh,
Mhm.
but it also is making you cry. And it's almost doing it like consecutively.
Mhm.
Like it's hitting you with so many laughs
Yeah.
and so much like introspective thought at the same time
Mhm.
that it's this mixture of genre.
Yeah, I think it's a very cathartic movie.
Uh-huh.
I just feel all the feels, which is why I think watching it annually is recommended for your health, your mental health, your physical health, all of the healths.
I was thinking about this. People are like, what's wrong with the world today? And, everybody has their own complaints, whether you're on the left or whether you're on the right, wherever you are. And if they were like, what are some things that you would suggest that would heal America? I would say that everybody has to go to this movie, like in the movie theater. Like it's playing around Christmas and it's mandatory viewing. We all show up and we all watch It's a Wonderful Life. And we like look around and we think about like, hey, Republicans and Democrats hanging out together in this space right now. People of all different likes, creeds, whatever. And we're all sitting here watching this great movie and talking about community. And like now I feel more connected to everybody around me. That would be good for the world.
Mm.
We should strongly consider it.
Yes.
First act as president.
Required
what's the
viewing.
first executive order? I'm forcing everyone to watch It's a Wonderful
That
Life.
will go really well.
Yeah, can you imagine everybody like, what? Another white filmmaker, all white people. Like, oh shoot, I don't know. This just felt like a good idea at the time.
So the origins of this is actually based on a short story called The Greatest Gift by a man named Philip von Doren Stern. He has 4 names. No one would buy it. He tried to pitch it for a while and then eventually kind of gave up, printed off 20-page copies of it, and sent it out to 200 of his closest friends and family for Christmas as his Christmas card.
Oh, nice.
And then from there, it got picked up. Somebody found it, discovered it.
So it was written as a book or a screenplay?
A short story?
Short story. Oh, okay.
Couldn't say.
Sweet.
Couldn't
so
say
it got
what
picked
that
up by
meant.
like a magazine?
The producer at RKO Pictures saw it and then bought it for $10,000.
He bought it for a charm.
He bought it for $10,000. Eventually,
Bought it for a song. That's what I meant to say. Bought it for a song.
and a charm. Eventually made its way into Frank Capra's hands, the director of it, who also bought it from RKO
Nice.
for a song, you would say.
He bought it for a song as well.
So you were asking about the producing part of this. Liberty Films
Yeah, Liberty Pictures.
is the overseeing studio for this, which is made up of Frank Capra and like 2 other business partners. So yeah, kind of like self-produced. Obviously, he directed it. A lot of his own money into it. We'll talk about that. Good idea, bad idea. We don't know.
Who knows?
We don't know.
Neutral
At the
idea.
time, he maybe didn't think it was such a good idea. Some writers that he had on it once he acquired this Francis Goodrich and Albert Hackney. Hackett. They are the two writers that are credited on here. They're a husband and wife duo. They did leave the project towards the end because they didn't get along with Capra. And we're going to hear that theme a couple of times.
Capra's an interesting cat. I do some Capra work in my studies,
Yeah.
and he is an interesting fella.
God, well, you'll probably know more about him than I do.
No, I mean, we don't have to get into major Capra stuff, but he is an interesting
I'll
cat.
just touch on some direct quotes. This is from Albert, one of the husband of the husband-wife duo. He's an arrogant, very arrogant son of a bitch. You can't call Francis my dear woman and get away with it. So them's fighting words.
Wow.
Yeah, he must have said something.
My dear woman.
How condescending.
Yeah, what a dick.
If anyone ever called me my dear woman.
No, imagine that. So you're like trying to convince somebody of something, and they're like, now, my dear woman. Now, you would instantly be like, blood boiling.
You say that. I also would be just like thrown off too. Like, what?
My dear woman.
What movie did you pop out of? What century did you pop out of? Also, some previous acclaimed writers on it. Dorothy Parker wrote a bit for it, and then Dalton Trumbo also wrote different versions.
I knew about the Trumbo part.
He actually wrote a version of this where the character George Bailey is a politician and gets wrapped up into that world, but they scrapped that idea.
If you don't know who Trumbo is a gay leftist screenwriter who then gets blacklisted during HUAC. He's one of the HUAC 10.
Oh, what are the 10? There's only 10.
Yeah, there's 10 majors, and then then people start naming names. But they were called in for HUAC, and they're like, tell us who the people are. And they're like, no. And then they're like, okay, well, if you don't, then you're gonna be in big trouble. And they're like, fine, send me to jail. And so they refused to name. They're the cool 10.
Good on them. Yeah, it's interesting. We'll get into the politics a little bit here at a point, but it is interesting that this film has some themes in it that to you and I feel very left-leaning.
New Deal.
Yeah, but what's interesting is that both the lead actor and the director
and the lead
actress are all technically conservative.
Staunch Republicans. Staunchest of the staunch.
Well, Reed was until the Vietnam War. And then when her son went to Vietnam, then she protested heavily against it.
Oh, so, okay. Let's get into this now.
Let's do it now.
So, yeah, Capra hated FDR.
Yeah.
Hated the New Deal, hated the Democrats. So what you need to know about Hollywood at this time, Screen Actors Guild and Screenwriters Guild, full of commies. Not really. They've actually done studies. The Screenwriters Guild was 30% communist.
Okay.
And Screen Actors Guild was 15%. And communism was all the rage, man. It's pretty cool. This wasn't Stalin's killing everybody at this point in time. Things are just bubbling up right now in the 20s.
Yeah. Theoretically, let's just put that out there. If you think about it as a theory and you take human nature out of it, it's technically a utopia.
Yeah.
That's kind of the ideals of it are not bad. So we're just going to put that out there. But we are going to criticize communism.
Yeah. So Jimmy Stewart was vehemently anti-communist, hated communism. He was all about McCarthyism when that's rising, and that's right after World War II. So this movie comes out right after World War II as well.
46.
Yep. And so in the HUAC trials, I want to say they start in 1947. And so we are on the precipice of the Red Scare. And so there is this Capra, Jimmy Stewart, Donna Reed, they're all these against their own people. If you think about it from an actor perspective, my fellow actors are all leftists and I'm a rightist. And so he actually is somebody who's going to convince Ronald Reagan, hey, you need to reevaluate what you're doing. Because Reagan was not the Reagan we know of today.
Okay.
Reagan was Democratic throughout the 40s. And he's starting to whisper in Reagan's ear hey, McCarthyism is where it's at. You want to be on the right side of history and make sure we get the Reds. And so he starts to kind of develop his conservative views through Jimmy Stewart. So
Very
Jimmy Stewart has a lot of power in Hollywood as this conservative voice. But his best friend was, oh gosh, what's his name? I wrote it down.
Jimmy Stewart's best friend?
Yeah.
Henry Fonda?
Henry Fonda, who's a huge lib.
Leftist, yeah.
And so much of a lib that they had this huge blowout, knockdown, drag-out fight in the early 30s. And then they decided, hey, we don't agree, but I want to be your friend still. Let's never talk about politics the rest of our friendship. And they did it. It's crazy. Their wives even came out and were yep, they never talked about it again. But, okay, here's what we have to acknowledge, though. Even though Jimmy Stewart was a staunch Republican, his family Donald Trump said that he is the new age George Bailey. And his family came out and cease and desisted and said, "Get my dad's name out your mouth."
To be fair, and you got to look at it with a historical lens too, because the Republicans of the 40s are not the Republicans of today. It's not MAGA.
Yeah.
MAGA. I don't know. How does that A pronounced?
No, you honestly would say
It's
that
different.
You'd say that New Deal is kind of populist,
Mhm.
and just like MAGA's populist. So we're not here to.
Abe Lincoln was a Republican. We got to think
We're
about
not
things
here
in
to
different
condemn
lights.
our rightist brothers and sisters, and very few people in between those genders on that side. But we are here to say that the politics of this film are kind of interesting
Mhm.
because the screenwriters were very leftist,
Mhm.
and those are the people who wrote this. And Frank Capra, who's very Republican,
Mhm.
would direct this work, even though he didn't agree with it.
Well, he wrote a lot of it too, though. Did you know that?
I did not. I
He
actually
wrote
didn't
a
know
lot.
how much
That's
of this is
why
actually
they
written by
actually
him.
got he fired his further writers walked away because he was writing so much of it on his
Sure.
own.
Did you know McCarthy actually wanted this? He was trying to convince some of the Hays Code, this production code that would censor Hollywood.
Mhm.
He was trying to convince them, hey, you need to look into this. It's a Wonderful Life. It looks communist to me.
Yes.
Like, I'm watching
Yes.
it. It looks communist.
I did know that.
And Capra's like, baby, it's me.
It's me. What are you
And
talking
Jimmy
about?
Stewart's like, come on.
Come on, baby.
You think it's
me?
Come on, it's me, baby.
I could never.
And even Donna Reed is like, Donna Reed, she's on our side. Don't worry
Yeah,
about them.
no, the FBI was not a fan. They noted that the film has potential communist infiltration of the motion picture industry, citing its rather obvious attempts to discredit bankers by casting Barrymore as a Scrooge type so that he would be the most hated man in the picture. This is a common trick used by communists. That's what the FBI said.
Yeah. And folks, this is exactly what I'm studying. If you're wondering, like, what's I doing in that
Why
PhD
are
program?
they getting all riled up?
This is it. I'm
This
looking
is
at cool shit like this and saying, like, isn't that freaking wild? Like, theatrical and political filmic interactions.
Mhm.
That shit's so cool.
Yeah. Did you know that they actually broke the Hays Code technically in this film?
How do they break it?
All right. So I know we talk about sexual scenes and things like that, but this is a little bit different. In the Hays Code,
Yeah.
antagonists must either be punished
Uh-huh.
or repent at the end. And think about Potter's end. Potter never
he
gets
never gets
found out. We
punished.
never see his reckoning for
Yep.
stealing the money, and so technically he gets away with it.
Yeah.
So technically the Hays Code was broken in
Yeah.
this.
That makes sense. Also because the Hays Code's pretty weak right now.
Mm.
The Hays Code's very strong up to the war, and then the war breaks out, and the federal government pretty much comes in and says, like, Hays Code, you sit on the sideline. We're taking care of things now for a while. And then when they get out of it, Hays Code's like, yeah, we're right back in it, aren't we? And the government's like, kind of, not really. Like, you need to calm down.
Whew. Wow, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun. We will get back to all of our brethren here and talk even more intimately about each of the actors and directors too. Let's talk a little bit about filming. Let's get back on film, yeah?
Nice.
So filming took 3.5 months, filmed
Mhm.
from April to July, during a heat wave. A heat wave in California. Can you imagine?
I can't.
Especially
Was it
when
in the
it's
valley?
a winter. This was in RKO Encino Ranch.
Okay.
Is where they filmed it. It's like 4 acres of land here. It took
Oh, wow.
2 months to build Bedford Falls. They built the town of Bedford Falls.
That's so cool.
It was one of the most elaborate movie sets ever made at that time. Listen to this.
Yeah.
75 stores and buildings, 20 fully grown oak trees.
Wow.
There's a residential area. The main street was 300 yards. And then they had cats and dogs and pigeons just roaming around so that it felt like it was a lived-in town.
It was so cool.
It's
I
so
love the
freaking
set
cute.
for this. I think it's so cool.
Absolutely. But it was so hot that summer that sometimes they had to shut down filming for a day so that everybody could recoup because it was so hot. And you can actually tell when Jimmy Stewart is running around, he's sweating an awful lot.
Oh, sure.
And it kind of works for his character a little bit at times when
Yeah.
he's getting kind of worked up. But if you notice, there's some times when you think, oh, I don't know if I'd be that sweaty right now. So look for it next year when we watch it again. One of my favorite scenes, the pool gym scene,
Yeah.
or the swim gym,
Did you know?
as they call it.
Did you know that there's a swimming pool underneath this floor? And did you know that there's controls to open said swimming floor right behind you? And furthermore, did you know I am holding the key right here? And in addition, did you know that George Bailey's standing right over the crack dancing with your girl? I love
That's
that
such
scene.
a good scene.
It's so funny.
What's the matter, Othello? Jealous? Did you know there's a swimming pool under this floor? And did you know that button behind you causes this floor to open up? And did you further know that George Bailey is dancing right over that crack? I've got the key.
I've got another did you know. Did you know that the alfalfa character from the original Little Rascals is that character?
Oh.
He's got when you look at his face again, he's got a really unique
He's
look.
the guy who's like, when it's being
Hey,
annoying.
yeah.
He's like, why don't you go annoy somebody else?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the boy.
That makes a lot of sense that that's alfalfa.
Yep. Poor
That's
alfalfa.
so funny.
He's the one who opens up the gym. If you don't know what we're talking about, there's a dance section, and they're dancing on a gym floor, and then it literally, by a modern marvel, it opens up, and there's a pool underneath of it.
Very cool.
This is a real-life gym, real-life pool, and it's at Beverly Hills High School.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Is it still in existence?
They were currently, when I wrote this up, they were refurbishing it.
Very
or
cool.
restoring it so that it's a landmark filming location.
That is so awesome.
Yeah. I think next time, if it's done by then, in Beverly Hills, when we go visit your brother, I think we should go see it.
Yeah, 100%. That
think
sounds
that'd
like
be
a great
awesome.
landmark to go check out.
We cannot go see Bedford Falls. It has been leveled out.
That
but
makes sense.
That's too bad.
Sounds like spaghetti westerns would have like reused that for whatever it was.
Exactly right. RKO Ranch had that section. They had Western section.
Mhm.
All of it. All of it. Easy come, easy go, as they say. There is a town that believes that it is what Bedford Falls is based off of, and that's Seneca Falls. Seneca Falls, New York.
Oh,
They have a
okay.
bridge that looks very similar to the bridge that's in this one, and they just think their town is hot shit. So
I love it.
they have
You can take that. That's great.
absolutely. They have an annual It's a Wonderful Life festival that includes.
That's what I'm talking about as president.
They're on it. It involves a 5K. There's a museum in town. They give an annual George Bailey Award.
So don't you want to go there?
It's
Okay,
so
I can
wholesome.
give you two options. You go to LA and you can see a couple actual sites from the film.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go to Seneca Falls and you can do this It's a Wonderful Life celebration.
Mm-hmm.
What do you pick?
I picked the Seneca Falls one.
I do too.
Yeah, because there's something about seeing Bedford Falls, but then seeing like the Hollywoodness behind it that makes it sad and cheap to me.
Yep, same.
I know it's
It
not.
ruins the
I know it
illusion.
wasn't cheap. I know it was not cheap, but it makes it sadder to me than just thinking like, oh no, this is a cute little quaint town that they filmed it at.
Mm-hmm.
That really has people like that.
Yeah.
That's just trapped
And
in time.
these people sounds like they really love it.
They love it. They love it. In fact, you move there, you have to join them. They love it. Any questions so far?
No, do you think people are just like, you're walking down the street and you're like, oh, big moon out tonight, and somebody overhears you and they're like, you want me to put a lasso around that moon? Bring it down here. Yeah. that
Oh,
sounds
I'm
real
sure.
nice."
I'm sure. Especially if they have any impersonation
just-
contest.
They
for
just
sure.
do everything. You make them mad. They have a record in their backpack. They pull it out and they smash it right
Yeah.
in front of you.
I love that scene.
I do too. Can we talk about that scene at some point?
Yep, we'll talk about favorite scenes.
Okay.
Capra not only fell out with his writers, but he also fell out with not one but two DPs.
Oh wow.
His first DP, Victor Milner, was fired after just a few weeks.
Well, what I'll say is when you're getting DP'd, it's a stressful situation.
So Capra didn't like how it was looking, and so
Mm-hmm.
they ended up having to reshoot everything that was filmed so far after a couple of weeks.
Oh,
So,
really?
Not great. Not great there.
That happened to me with my old cinematographer Dom.
That's false. Fake news. So at this time, then he goes to his good friend and longtime collaborator, Joseph Walker. And so they get going. They're filming a lot of it. But at one point, they argue over the lighting of a scene.
Mhm.
They argue so much that eventually Capra turns to Walker's assistant, Joseph Barak, and asks if he would shoot it the way that he wants it shot. And his assistant says, yes, I could do that. And so then he fires his friend on the spot.
That was his friend too.
He fired his friend and longtime collaborator, Joseph Walker, on the spot.
Wow.
And the two of them were never the same since.
That's wild.
As one would be if you were fired from
Mhm.
your friend's movie because you're arguing about lighting of a scene.
Yeah.
And then, to top it all off, he also fell out with the composer, Dmitri Tiomkin. He ended up having Dmitri compose several of the songs for it, and then ended up splicing a lot of them. It's a beautiful score, but a lot of it were just stock songs from studios.
Sure.
So some of it was original, but some of it Capra knew better, apparently, and decided that he was going to go his own route. So Dmitri calls that a scissor job.
I suppose. If I was a score expert, maybe I could tell that.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Let's talk a little bit about Capra while we're on it, because we just talked about all of his fallouts with all of his teams.
It sounds like he was a dick.
Not an easy person to work with. As a director, he lied about to get his first directing job. He said he had more experience
Everybody
than he
does
did.
that, though. Even the Japanese directors that I had to study last semester, they're all a bunch of liars.
Oh,
about that
really?
kind of stuff. They're like, yeah, I've been doing this forever. I worked with so-and-so. Boom.
Well, and this was before you could really follow up with people. So this was obviously in the 1930s. He was working in San Francisco and said oh yeah, I've done a ton of film stuff in LA, and they let him direct a movie, and then he started really directing movies. He's won the Academy Award for Best Director 3 times.
Oh, wow.
3 times, all in the 30s and 40s.
What were they for? Do you have
They were
them?
for It Happened One Night,
'Kay.
which has Clark Gable in it, and that was the first movie ever at that time to get all Big 5.
Oh, the best director,
Picture,
director, actor, actress.
actress, and then screenplay.
Oh, screenplay.
Screenplay
Okay.
was the 5th one there.
Yep.
His second one was for Mr. Deeds Goes to Town.
Yeah.
Do you know that one?
No.
You
But
sound like you
well,
knew
I
it.
do know it because I've done research on Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and those are put in conversation with each other.
Because the title sounds so familiar?
No, as
or-
I think they're both Capra films, and they're both
Yeah, they are. That's
and
true.
they're both have similar things. They were written by leftist screenwriters.
Yep,
They are
yep.
political in nature, and then they're populist, and then they're directed by this conservative Capra.
Yeah.
That's how I know.
Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Actually, Washington asked that film not be shown in Europe because this was right as we were getting into World War II, and they didn't want Europeans to look at American politicians like they were corrupt.
Oh,
Because that's what it's
interesting.
about.
Yeah.
It's about
so
corruption.
Jimmy Stewart's this young senator, and he's like, this place is so terrible. Like, what's
Idealistic.
wrong with the government and everything? And the people are like, you got to change it. And he's like, I am going to change it. So then he goes, and the whole thing is him mustering support for changing the government.
Yeah. He's described, the character that he plays is described as a young Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, 100%.
That type.
Yep.
And then Capra's third, he was nominated for that but didn't win that year. But his third win for Best Director was You Can't Take It With You, which also had Jimmy Stewart. It was Jimmy Stewart's big breakout movie.
You Can't Take It With You huh?
You Can't Take It With You.
George S. Kaufman and Moses Hart.
Our people.
They wrote the play.
Ah.
Because that's an adaptation.
Very good, very good. Capra also goes on to make the Why We Fight series, which is a documentary.
Oh, yeah.
7
Yep.
propaganda films.
Yep.
For
That's
enlisting
agitprop
men.
in World War II.
That's what?
Agitprop.
What's agitprop?
Agitation propaganda.
Oh, okay.
Agitates you so much. You're like, I'm pissed off. I'm going to go do something about it.
Yeah, this is all, I feel like, all up in your wheelhouse.
100%.
For sure.
I love this.
Maybe you already know
This
all of
episode, I love.
It's really crossing over into your area of expertise.
Yeah, we try not to get too political, but I can't help myself tonight. Tonight we're talking about the 40s, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to have some fun.
Capra voluntarily enlisted in World War II. He was 44, I think, at the time, so technically wouldn't have had to. But he wanted to fight for his country because he loves it so much. As an immigrant, an Italian immigrant, he was very much
Capra or Stewart?
Capra.
Okay.
Capra was also at World War II.
Oh, interesting.
I know, right?
I didn't know he enlisted. That's
yes,
wild.
Volunteered.
Huh.
Sent himself over. Yeah. Any questions on Capra? Any other thoughts on Capra?
No.
I said questions like I could answer them.
He's an interesting cat. He's a complicated individual, and yeah, he really is a bridge to the beginnings of what you can kind of strongly consider political films. He has his hand in a lot of these films.
Yeah,
And so I think he's a really, intriguing person to study.
for sure. All right, let's talk a little bit about casting, and then I have this whole bevy of trivia from the film.
Nice.
We'll focus back on the film. Jimmy Stewart.
Okay, so within 24 hours last week, I had 2 people
Two?
say that I remind them of Jimmy Stewart. My grandpa, which of course is gonna happen, and then one of my best friends. And so it happened in
Well, his mom and dad.
Oh, his mom and dad, yeah.
He's already told
They're
you
like
that.
they were watching It's a Wonderful Life, and then she was like, "This guy, he reminds me of Ty so much." I was like, "You guys are so sweet." I've had the opportunity to play George Bailey. It was the time of my life. Yes, this is a comp that I rejoice in.
I don't see it personally.
Yeah, too hot, too sexy. I'm like, a little bit of Robert Pattinson mixed with very sexy.
I don't even think he gets that anymore. These aren't the Twilight days.
Yeah, like Channing Tatum mixed with Jimmy Stewart.
What a collab that would be. So the role of George Bailey, originally they were thinking of Cary Grant for the role, who is not an everyman. They think he's an everyman, but he's not.
He gets cast in ways that I still question, like, why do you guys cast Cary Grant in this role so much?
Yes. RKO was also looking at Henry Fonda, who is his best friend.
Sure.
His lefty best friend. But until the rights were sold over to Capra, Jimmy was not in contention. But once it got into Capra's hands, Capra's
He's like, my
I
guy.
know, just the guy. And Jimmy Stewart was all in when he found out that it was Capra. There's a story about Capra going to Jimmy and trying to explain the film to him. And he gets done explaining it and he's like, gosh, this doesn't sound very good, does it? And then basically Jimmy's response is, if you want me to be in a, let's do this right, okay?
Oh, you want me.
If you want me to be in a picture about a guy that wants to kill himself and an angel comes down named Clarence who can't swim and I have to save him, where do we start? That's a bad Jimmy Stewart. I'm sorry, everyone. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I was not warmed up for that.
Hey, that's okay.
I had to push through.
I got this comment. They're the people who said, I like it when you guys do impressions and accents, even if they are terrible. So I was like, oh, I'll give you all of that you can handle.
I'll pull back a little bit. I'll pull back.
No, you don't. No, the note was to go further, more. They want more.
I don't know. AFI has listed Jimmy Stewart as the 3rd greatest American actor, male actor.
Yeah.
Clarifying American and male. I think those are the piece that really set him apart.
Who were 1, 2? Did you write them down?
Who knows?
Feels like Clint Eastwood would be in this conversation,
Oh,
or John
possibly.
Wayne.
I'll be honest.
It would be like a Western actor has to probably be in this top 5 at least.
Yeah. AFI makes lists, and they make lists every year, and they make lots of lists.
They
and
do,
so,
it's
honestly, what I could have said is, in 1999, AFI made this list,
But
and then it was different the next year.
You know what? I love all the lists. I do. If you want to list something, I'm in for it. I'm like, yeah, let's make a list.
Let's make a list.
Let's do it. Then I can argue. I can be like, what the heck? You're crazy. These guys are crazy.
You guys are crazy.
What's my list?
He was born in, get this, Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
Yep, which is not too far from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Can you imagine people in Indiana? They're like, hey, you know where Jimmy Stewart was born, right? Indiana.
Full stop.
But then they never hear the second part. And then everybody grows up thinking that that's true.
His dad was a shop owner in town, and the idea was that Jimmy was going to work at the shop after completing school. He ended up going to Princeton and began acting, and then got a little gig on an old place called Broadway and started acting theatrically there. But his breakout film was You Can't Take It With You with Frank Capra in 1938.
Well, then I wonder if he was in the play.
There's a play, You Can't Take It With You?
Yeah, I just said George S. Kaufman and Moses Hart. I wonder if he did the play version and then he got brought into the movie version and that's how he broke into Hollywood.
I don't know that part of the story.
No one does.
If that's true or
I don't
not.
think that research hasn't been done, and that is my new dissertation.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll
I'm
find
gonna
it.
find it out.
Go to the stacks. Go find it.
Yeah, I go in the archives.
He has won an Oscar for being Best Actor, and it was for, can you guess? Do you remember what his films are? You've heard this one. You've not seen it, though.
I would guess it's... Well, I have not seen it?
No, you and I have this on our to-watch list, but we want to watch it.
North by Northwest?
Nope.
No, he's not in that one. I was thinking of like a Hitchcockian one.
It's not Hitchcock. Good
Okay.
guesses, though.
Yeah.
This was before It's a Wonderful Life, the Philadelphia Story.
Oh,
He
yeah, that is
won-
on my list. You're
yeah,
right.
He
Yep.
won for that.
Okay.
He was labeled as the Great American Bachelor for a while because he didn't marry until his 40s, which is really
Wow.
old in 1949.
Pretty much on the gravestone.
He was, though, for a long time, reportedly in love with his best friend's wife.
Oh, wow.
Henry Fonda's wife, Margaret Sullivan.
No way.
That he never
By the way,
shared.
have you seen
Go-
Henry Fonda act?
I've seen his picture, but I can't think of what he would be in.
Yeah,
That I would have
I've
seen.
watched a couple movies because, like I said, he was doing leftist film in the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
He did this movie Blockade that I studied,
Mhm.
and he's not the best.
No.
Like if those two were in an act off, Jimmy Stewart is by far better. I'm just gonna lay that out
I
there.
mean,
now.
yeah, he's one of the best of all time.
So
makes
he
sense.
was in love with Henry Fonda's wife.
Wife.
That's wild.
Now, the two, Henry Fonda and Margaret Sullivan, did get divorced early on, but Jimmy Stewart and Margaret ended up doing 4 movies together.
Do you think anything happened?
Reportedly, no. It sounded like he always had feelings for her, but never told her it, and she always talked about her loving him like a brother.
Yeah.
But they were in Little Shop Around the Corner together.
Oh my gosh! Really?
That's who it is. That's the gal. So if you ever go back and think of that,
wow.
they were in that
Hey,
together.
because you love You've Got Mail. You've talked about your love. We have an episode in the archives.
Everybody
Go check it
loves
out. What is that movie worth checking out?
You've Got Mail?
Little Shop Around the Corner.
Oh, The Shop Around the Corner?
The Shop Around the Corner.
It's okay. I would see
Okay.
it because he's in it.
I know it's like
interesting
it's
enough.
with the story and with him.
Some people really like it.
It's like it feels like it's a slam dunk, like you're putting a slam dunk ingredients together. But does the cake just not like settle right?
It's not like Little Shop Around. Sorry, it's not like You've Got Mail.
Okay.
Other than like they're writing and they hate each other and then they like fall in love. It's a lot more like that musical.
She Loves Me.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I think is just okay.
Pretty blah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's what it's closely based on, I would say. In the perfume shop and all that good stuff.
Perfumery.
Actually, I don't even know if it's in a perfumery or if it's just a department-y store. I can't remember. I haven't seen it in a while. But this is probably blasphemous. Other people are like, I love that film. Like, okay, go watch that film.
I'll go watch You've Got Mail.
Yeah, I'll be watching You've
Even
Got
though that's
Mail.
not a Christmas movie to me. That movie has a couple
Really?
winter scenes, but I think of that as a summery movie because the last scene is in the park and it's very green.
Oh, that's a good point. It is kind of an annual movie. It has all the seasons. Mine, I think it's more of that fall time because that's kind of when it starts.
She wears a lot of like Meg Ryan. I just assume I
sweaters.
picture her in a sweater.
Yeah, it's kind of it's chilly weather.
Yeah.
Chilly weather movie. But back to Jimmy Stewart, he did end up marrying, and when he married, he was with her until she passed away in the late 90s. So many years.
When did
together.
Jimmy Stewart pass away?
3 years after.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a pulmonary embolism. I'm so glad you're asking these questions. I don't have
Yeah.
this written down, but that's how well read I am
Wow.
right now. I did the
Rach's
research
dissertation
right now.
is on
I'm
this movie.
Ready. I am what do you call it? I'm defending.
You're in your
I'm
oral defense
in my
right
oral
now.
defense as we speak.
And what makes you think
It's
that this
live.
contributes to the literature in any way?
That's way too wide of a question.
Oh, go. Failed.
Oh, no.
Wrong.
Jimmy Stewart was a combat pilot in World War II.
Nice.
Because previously he was just a private pilot. He loves flying. Actually wanted to do that for a career for a long time. But also is quite the patriot. He rose to be a colonel. And later was a brigadier general.
What would you do?
I knew you were gonna do it. What would you do with a general? What's the how's it
What
go?
would you do for a general? Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I don't know that's even the title of it.
No, it's like about after the war. It's a White
Yeah.
Christmas. Like,
Well, is that the
what
word-
does a general do?
what-
It's like,
Again, we can't even get the title right.
what the heck does a general do when he's done fighting the war?
What can you do with a general when he stops being a general? Oh, what can you do with a general who retires?
Oh my gosh. So I was looking at all of the Jimmy Stewart movies. Do you have a favorite role of his other than this? I'm going to make this harder on you. You can't say It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I think
What
that
do you love him in?
his work in Rear Window.
I love Rear Window.
So I went back and watched scenes from it
Yeah.
around Halloween.
Uh-huh.
I didn't watch the whole movie. It was stupid. I
That's-
prioritized
that
other
was a
things,
mistake.
and then it got taken off of Shudder, and I was so pissed.
Oh, man.
But then I was watching scenes from that movie, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a very interesting performance
Mhm.
because there's some things in that movie that when you watch it, like you're like, oh wow, they're playing with some deep shit.
He's
And
dark. in
you
it.
don't realize like how deep it is unless you're really reading the film very closely.
Mhm.
And it's a spectacular performance.
Yeah, there's some voyeurism. There's
It-
impotency.
yeah.
Like,
Yep.
they talk a
It's
little
cool.
bit about Jimmy Stewart and movies pre-Jimmy Stewart or pre-war and then post-war for
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart, and how like that's what also makes his performances post-war so impactful, because as an actor, he's such like an icon that you think
Mhm.
about all of his other roles when you're watching him. You just can't help it. And so what makes his post-war performances super effective is that you remember the young boy that he was, the
Yeah,
idealistic
yep.
young man that he was, and now you're seeing like these other roles later on, because he takes a lot of darker roles as he gets
Mhm.
older. He's in a lot of like new film noir pieces, a lot of westerns, and so you're kind of like your brain is doing like little like acrobatics here, coming back and forth, thinking about, and that just also helps make him so much more complex
Yeah,
as an
yep.
actor too.
He's amazing as an actor. I love him. I love his performances. There are people out there who will complain that he's like very similar in every role. He has Jimmy
It's
Stewartisms.
like a Tom Hanks.
But to me, it's like Tom Hanks. I think Tom Hanks is the contemporary version of Jimmy Stewart.
Easy.
And
Easy style.
those two, to me, are two of the most spectacular actors we've ever had on this God-given earth. And so, like, for me, that's a wonderful thing.
Sounds like you've defended your dissertation beautifully.
Pass.
Pass.
With colors.
One of the last thing I do want to touch on for Jimmy Stewart, and this is very important, so I'm glad I saved this for last. I was looking at the different roles. His last role that he did in the 90s was a voiceover role, and it was a voiceover role for a cartoon.
Toy Story?
Nope, not near as beloved, but pretty beloved.
Okay.
1991.
Oh, 91.
And this movie
okay.
is technically a sequel, and it's not in the Disney side of things. He is a voice actor, and now that I think about it, I can hear his voice in this character. You're never going to get it.
I was like, All Dogs Go to Heaven too?
No, but he does play a dog, so you're on the right track. Why would I don't even know what happened in
A
All Dogs
sequel.
Go to Heaven too.
91. Oh, Fievel Goes West?
Yes.
Who does he play?
He's the sheriff.
He's the sheriff?
He's Sheriff Wiley Burp.
I remember that character so well.
Yeah.
That was like our childhood.
The lazy eye.
The lazy eye. Give him the lazy eye.
I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
You want to intimidate someone, give them the lazy eye.
Oh, gee, I'm afraid to ask. Okay, what's the lazy eye?
The lazy eye.
That's
I-
so funny.
I literally gasped when I read that. And
yeah,
I've been reading stuff
that
all
is a
day.
role I would have. You couldn't have told me. I would have guessed that in 1,000 years. But that is a role that sticks out to me forever.
I was like, oh my.
Yeah, that's
Type.
so fun.
Scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love, hate being compared to Jimmy Stewart?
10. Love, love, love.
Yeah. I
Love
figured.
it.
I figured. We already answered that question, but I did pop it.
I do love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's a great comp for you.
It is.
And it's flattering on all aspects.
It's one of the sweetest things people can say to me. So
so bring
besides,
it on.
you're very hot. I'd say that and Timothy Chalamet are the two that I get the most.
You've never gotten Timothy Chalamet in your life.
No, Timothy Chalamet gets me.
Oh.
There you go. You remind me of this guy I saw.
Much older, much better looking.
Older, better looking. Looks kind of like Adrian Brody. So I was like, wait, what different guy?
Does he? All right, next let's talk about Miss Donna Reed.
Oh my gosh.
Donna Reed.
Mary, who's down there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
George Bailey? What's he want?
I don't know. What do you want?
Me? Not a thing. I just came in to get warm.
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
Go ahead. What are you going to say?
I
Is
have
it appropriate?
the biggest crush on Donna
okay.
Reed.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I can't. If we existed in the same time period, she's probably the girl. You know, like I imagine myself in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and like she would be the girl she'd be like the Rachel McAdams is for me now.
Yeah.
Where she just would have been the girl that I was like in love with forever.
Yeah, she's girl next door written all over it.
There's something about her that is magical. I want to get in. I'll get into this a little bit later. But yeah, she's magic on the screen.
She is. She really is. A couple of other actresses who were offered this role but turned it down. Jean Arthur and Ginger Rogers were two.
I know the name Ginger Rogers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was actually quite a few other ones, but I didn't know their names, and I know you wouldn't have known their names, and so I didn't even bother putting them on here.
How dare you?
It's the 30s, Ty, 30s and 40s. We don't know. And honestly, our listeners don't know either. You guys be honest with yourselves.
True.
You don't know.
Be honest with yourselves.
You don't
Look
know
in the
who
mirror.
we're
Go
talking
find a mirror
about.
right now. Rach has a mirror right next to her.
Name one Jean Arthur movie.
Rach,
Go on.
Look in the mirror right now.
Yes.
Do you know any of these actresses?
I know Ginger Rogers. I didn't know Jean Arthur.
But you only know her name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
She danced with Fred Astaire.
Oh.
Ginger Rogers, Fred Astaire, danced on air. And I only know that from the Madonna song.
Oh. Good job.
I don't think I've ever seen her in a movie, though.
Oh, okay.
We're not very good film critics. We gotta do some work,
This is just something that we're going to work on.
I have a blind spot.
That's something I think you should do for Lent. I think you should really familiarize yourself with the best films from the 30s and 40s.
Okay. Interesting Lenten promise.
She was in Top Hat, Swing Time, Shall We Dance, The Gay Divorcee, Flying Down to Rio, Follow the Fleet, Stage Door. I've never seen any of these movies, by the way. Roberta. I've heard of Roberta.
We were just churning out film after film after film, so
I don't know.
I'll have to look it up.
Ginger Rogers might just be a cool name. I might not know her at all.
So It's a Wonderful Life is actually her first starring role.
Yeah. I knew this.
You knew this already?
I did.
Well, don't act so surprised then. Come on.
I know this because Jimmy Stewart talked a lot of shit about her. Do you know about this?
No. Are you going to get into that now?
We don't have to.
Is that verified?
I can save it.
Is it verified?
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I think I should talk about her positively before you
when we talk about the
it.
release, I'll get into it.
Okay, so she had been in 20-plus previous projects. She said that this was the most difficult film she ever did. This was kind of like in hindsight at the end of her career. And no director had ever demanded more of her, which is saying a lot because she also played Sacagawea in the Far Horizons in 55. So I would say that also sounds pretty demanding.
Well, let's not lie, though. Mary is a hard role.
Oh, yeah.
Because there is such a breadth of, and maybe this is just all Donna Reed, too. Like, there's an amazing amount of challenges. She has to be cute.
Mm-hmm.
She has to be charming. She has to be funny. She has to have, like, a deep, nurturing soul for, like, George and for the family.
Mm-hmm.
And she has to do so much through a look.
Mm-hmm.
And she has to tell whole stories through looks.
Mm-hmm.
And so she almost has the hardest job in the entire movie.
Yeah.
Because George gets to talk about what he's feeling.
Sure.
She doesn't.
If we think about the film, too, not even just from an acting standpoint, but from the character of Mary Bailey, I think, like, she is quite possibly the real hero of It's a Wonderful Life.
She is the hero.
Like, it doesn't go anyone's way. I know that George has his own arc.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from, like, what happens at the end, but, like, she saves the day. She's
Absolutely.
the one who goes out and says, like, we need help.
Yeah.
He needs help. We need help. I need help. And the town comes to the aid.
Yeah. Mary's the hero.
She's the hero.
Absolutely.
She's
There's
so
a total, I mean, you can probably do a feminist reading. I would just say like a women empowerment reading where, yeah, she's the absolute hero and you could chart her whole path and be like, look at all the good she did for this community.
Mm-hmm.
George did too. But
all
like
the good she did for George,
yeah.
too. Like
there's like a real like Eleanor Roosevelt like story behind.
That's what it is.
And honestly, it's New Deal time, girl. Like this is FDR time. It's New Deal. She's Eleanor Roosevelt.
Amazing.
Who I also love.
Not
as hot though.
Not as hot though. She won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress from the movie From Here to Eternity, and that was in 53. She also won a Golden Globe for the Donna Reed Show, which ran from 58 to 66. And now I'm going to jump back in time because that's how I typed this. She was born in Denison, Iowa.
No way.
Did you know she's
Iowa girl.
Yes.
What is with me always being attracted to these Iowa girls? I'll be honest with you. All the loves of my life, Iowa girls.
Iowa girls.
I don't know what's going on here.
Growing up, she wanted to be a teacher, but she didn't have enough money for college. But ended up going to LA City College. at the bequest of her aunt. Don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then later, after she graduated, she signed with MGM.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. She was born...
MGM, that's like the top contracts.
Yeah. So I'll just go to like community college and then I'll just sign with MGM.
Who am I going to start with? One of the little studios, and then I'll work my way up to the majors? No, it's literally the top major that exists in this time period is like, hey, we'll take you on.
Yeah, it is. However, they didn't use her for a very long time. Like she
Sure.
was kind of passed around and done like small stuff. Like again, this was her first big role was this one.
You'd say they did her dirty?
No, I don't think so, but they put her
did
through the ringer.
Dirty.
They did her dirty. At first, her Hollywood, so she was born Donna Belle Mullinger.
Okay.
Her first Hollywood name was Donna Adams. However, at this time, there was anti-German sentiment coming, and so they said, let's change it to Reed.
Yeah.
Because that sounds less German. I didn't know. Is Adams a German name?
I mean, probably, but I don't think of it as a German name.
Which she hated. She hates the name Donna Reed. She says, it sounds like a tall, chic, austere, blonde woman, and that's just not me. It sounds cold.
She's only 5'3".
And forbidding. She's 5'3".
She's the same height as you.
She's like me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
I was going to get into this later, but I think now's the time.
Okay.
So I said Donna Reed, hottest Republican ever. She's 5'3". I put Rach is like Donna Reed as an actress. And
wow.
I think that you are charming. I think that you are funny. I think that you are serious, and I think you are entrancing.
Why is my nose twinging?
I think that you, like, if somebody was like, what's Rach like as an actress? I would say she's like Donna Reed. Like, that is a great comp for you.
Even when she plays Sacagawea?
Yeah, because there's some things in your history. I'm not going to bring them on the podcast in case you want to run for office, but there's a little parallel link there.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, tread carefully.
YMCA. Oh, no.
There's a picture floating around out there.
No,
that
I
you
deleted
could put,
all the photos.
You could put side by side with her Sacagawea performance, and you'd be like, these women are getting canceled. Faux show.
So canceled.
But I think that you have a lot of similar qualities. And I think that when you watch you both on screen, you are so similar. Dead serious.
I was not ready for this.
I was watching the movie last night, and I was like, I've thought this before, but I felt it just so strongly, especially after seeing your work like the last couple of years in film. I'm just like, wow, this is just like, right, apples and apples. That's crazy.
We're going to have to cut to a commercial break so I can wipe my nose. Yeah.
And I think she's so hot.
I love it. I love it. It's like our movie. It's The Wonderful Life is our movie.
There is aspects of it that when I watch them do scene work together, I'm like, this is like Rach and I doing scene work.
Yeah, and then
it kind of reminds me.
And then we talk shit about each other after the production, I guess, and we say how awful the other one was. How dare he? How dare he besmirch her name?
They had fireworks on set, though.
They sure did. They were great.
A little bit of weird kisses. That's the only thing I would complain about. The kisses are a little strange.
It's 1940. The
I
kisses
know.
are always weird.
I just take it as a time period thing.
There's some weird-ass kisses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had one source. I couldn't find it in two places, so I don't know if it's true or not. But one source did talk about how Jimmy wanted to put off the kissing scene for a while. Like, he was just really uncomfortable and like nervous about it. And then finally Frank Capra, I'll call him Franca.
I like it.
Franca to me, was like, it's just two lips touching. Get over it. We're doing it. So, but again, I couldn't find that again in another spot, and they kiss a lot in it. So there's not even one kissing scene. There's lots of kissing scenes.
You find out that I'm gonna have to do a bunch of kissing scenes with Donna Reed. Oh. How nervous are you?
Well, I mean, after what you've shared,
pretty nervous?
I'd be lying if I would say I was A-okay.
I would say to Capra, I was like, I think we should get a couple of these scenes in the can, and then we'll revisit it later and we'll refilm it the way you want. But I think don't do rehearsals. That's weird.
Yeah, that would be weird.
That'd be strange.
That would be strange.
But let's get
Intimacy
a couple
rehearsals, not for us.
Let's get a couple of these in the can. We can see what we think, and then we'll revisit.
I'll just take them home for watching.
I'll learn a lot.
I'll learn so much. Two other people that I just wanted to touch on as far as casting goes. Lionel Barrymore.
You used to be so cocky. You were going to go out and conquer the world. You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. What are you but a warped, frustrated young man? Miserable little clerk crawling in here on your hands and knees and begging for help. No securities, no stocks, no bonds, nothing but a miserable little $500 equity in a life insurance policy. You're worth more dead than alive.
Ty, are you familiar with the Barrymores?
Oh, of course I'm familiar with Lionel Barrymore.
What do you know about Lionel Barrymore?
Lionel Barrymore, one of the top British actors at the turn of the 20th century, like right around there. And lots of like Shakespearean background, like did a lot of stuff. Like he's he's Barrymore, baby.
Yeah.
He was Mercutio in the Romeo and Juliet that was done, the black and white one.
Oh,
that was
really?
done
Did we watch that
early.
one?
Yeah. Or no, that was John Barrymore. Sorry, different Barrymore.
That's all right.
But yes.
But related.
But yeah.
Part of the Barrymore
Probably they probably were related. The more I think about it.
Yes, almost assuredly.
Yeah,
He's
sure.
definitely in that. Other people who were thought of for the role of Potter were Vincent Price.
Oh my gosh, Vincent Price.
What a voice.
Yeah, but he would have been
scary.
on the tiny, like a little bit younger side.
He would
That
play
would have been
too young,
interesting.
Unless they were gonna zhuzh him up. I like that Potter is in like a wheelchair and has to get pushed around, and he just is kind of this like grumbly old guy. So I actually like that, but yeah, it would have been different. Also considered for the role.
Oh, Grand Hotel. Lionel Barrymore's in Grand Hotel.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He's great in it.
Thomas Mitchell was also considered for Lionel Barrymore, and Thomas Mitchell, if you don't know, plays Uncle Billy in this. So that would have been interesting seeing him as Potter.
Yeah.
I like him as Uncle Billy. I can't really think of anybody else to play Uncle Billy than him, but
No, I think he's really good. I like the guy they picked for that.
me too. Lionel Barrymore played Scrooge on the radio.
By the
quite
way,
a
they're
lot.
brothers.
They're
Because
brothers.
I was
okay.
going to say John Barrymore's the Duke, the main guy in Grand Hotel. I was
Okay.
like, but Lionel Barrymore's the sick guy. And they like have a bunch of song and dances together and stuff. And yeah, they're brothers.
Got it. There it is.
Exciting.
Say no more. The actress who plays James Stewart's mom
Yes.
is Balua Bondi. She has played Jimmy Stewart's mom 3 times before this.
Oh, wow. She's great.
Yeah, I think they have obviously a really natural chemistry together, and obviously it's built on many years of working together.
Can I be honest with you? I think the chemistry amongst everybody in this cast is tops.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
there's nobody that
very
sticks
well
out to me that
cast.
I'm like, oh, that person kind of sucks. Like, everybody's just good across the board, and they all are having fun together, and they're, like, building things as a cast. And I'm like, that's such a unique, cool choice. There seems to be this, like, nuclear fission happening while I'm watching this movie.
Yeah,
Behind the camera.
yeah, it's magic. We'll probably say that a couple more times, but it's magic. All right, now I just have random trivia, and it may not make a lot of sense the order with which I say these things.
I
'cause
like
I didn't really
it.
go back and like finesse this. I just started just like train of thought. Here we go. So we're gonna
Brain
jump.
trash.
Brain trash. As you know, but as some listeners may not know, this actually flopped at the box office.
Major flop.
Capra was in the hole $500,000.
Oh, my gosh.
$500,000 of his money.
That's
from
wild,
doing
because at
this.
that time, that would be like the equivalent of probably at least $5 million now, if not 10.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So interestingly enough, so it didn't do all that great, even though it was nominated for Academy Awards, but critically wise and financially wise, just did whatever.
That is where we can get into this Donna Reed stuff.
Okay, go over it. Segue.
So, Jimmy Stewart, when the results of the movie come down and it's flopping at the box office, they're like, he did some interviews and they're like, what went wrong with the film? And he's like, it's Donna Reed. And they're like, what do you mean, Donna Reed? And she's like, she's fine. She's fine as an actress. It's not a big deal. She was fun to work with. But she was not a star. And we needed a star.
Oh.
And so us taking this chance and casting her is what flopped this movie. And so that's what he always blamed it on Donna Reed. And Donna Reed was very hurt by this. And Donna Reed started coming out and was like, I wasn't treated super great on this set. And Jimmy Stewart is part of the reason why that happened. Like, I felt like sometimes I was mistreated. And so all these things started to kind of bubble up about her experiences on set.
Okay. Go finish.
No, that's all I know.
Where
is
did
this
you
like
find
little
this? Because I read a lot of things, and not one of them, and I had like interviews from her children.
Sure.
And not one of them mentioned anything like that.
I found a random article that was all about their relationship.
Okay.
Because I wanted to know if they ever hooked up. That was the seed of this investigation.
All right. Well, Facts are the facts.
Yeah. Well, and I don't remember what my sources were. They were probably like they were probably more like film lover kind of websites, fan websites.
Film lover websites?
You know, like when it's not a film historian, you want to say somebody who sat around in the archive, but somebody who just freaking loves film.
Oh, okay.
It'd be like obsessedfilmmama.com.
Oh, it's hard. There's parts about like diving into this film that is so beloved to me that like sometimes the more I dig into it, the more I am saddened by it a little bit. But it is what it is. We have to know this is what we risk in doing the research. I'll try to separate the art from the background. So let's talk about the copyright lapse in 1974 and why this film, we even know
Second
this film.
Life.
Because without it,
it was only
we wouldn't know.
It was 74. I thought it was even earlier than that. So it's good to know that it was like not that long ago.
Yeah. So what happens is, obviously this film didn't do that great, other than it was nominated for some stuff. And we'll talk about some awards that it did get later. But then it, instead of just like fading into obscurity, what happened in 1974, there was an error when they went to renew the copyright.
Mm-hmm.
And so the copyright lapsed, meaning that all of these television channels could pick it up without having to pay, essentially. So that is why, for many Christmases, we think about, It's a Wonderful Life is on again.
It's flooded on the airwaves.
Always on.
Because it's free.
Because it's free for the next 20 years. It's free.
Only for 20 years?
Yeah.
And then it gets picked up again?
And 1994 is when it ended its copyright. But by that time...
Oh, it was such a big hit.
It was such a big hit.
That stations were going to pay for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's getting paid for now. We'll talk about the numbers at the end, but... Yeah.
Yeah, and error and copyright is the only reason this film is still talked about today.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
People watched it again and thought, actually, this is really great.
Mm-hmm.
I love this film. And it makes me think, what other films are out there
these
that
like hidden
are just,
gems
like,
that would
you
change
don't
our
know,
worlds.
that would just be amazing if we just had to watch them every year.
Yeah. Because it's not that nobody would know about this film. Like film historians and film experts would be like, yeah, I've seen that It's a Wonderful Life movie. I've seen all the Capra catalog. But it's the fact that the people saw this, the people of the 70s. Think about what the 70s were like. We'd just gone through civil rights, Vietnam, where we're in a recession. Like that's a difficult time, mid-70s.
Yeah.
And the people are watching this movie get released. It almost hits at the perfect time.
Yeah.
So we have like this little bit of a populist streak. Like why does our government help us out more? Oh, why are things so shitty? Like, remember the good times? Like these people care about each other. There's community. There's people who are like wrapped up in love and they're supporting each other financially and physically and mentally and emotionally. And all these things that it was needed in that moment that you almost wonder if that would have happened in the mid-'80s, in the mid-'90s, does it have the same effect? Does it, because it lapsed when it did, and then it explodes and becomes this cultural staple that then carries on for decades? I don't know. But it is one of the most magical miracles that this copyright thing happened. And we should thank...
a Christmas miracle.
We should thank the secretary who filled out that form.
Incorrectly.
All the time.
Absolutely. Yeah. Other random pieces. Mr. Gower.
Oh, Mr. Gower.
Mr. Gower.
I know you didn't mean to, Mr. Gower. You're just really sad.
You lazy loafer.
Mr. Gower, you don't know what you're doing. You put something wrong in those capsules. I know you're unhappy. You got the telegram and you're upset. You put something bad in those capsules. It wasn't your fault, Mr. Gower.
Mr. Gower did mean to, because Mr. Gower is a method actor. And apparently Mr. Gower actually did drink during that scene. And apparently Mr. Gower actually did slap the young actor.
Oh. So is that blood coming out of his ear real?
I don't know.
This little George Bailey's got blood running down his ear.
It's very possible. That part's very possible. It cuts away at that point, so I don't think so. I think they put that in there. But yeah. So that young man talked about that slap being like harder than it should have been.
I'm sure that
he was drunk.
Some of the slaps were more real back then anyway, though, like in the 40s. So I don't know how screen stage combat worked at that moment in time in history.
Yeah, but coming to a set drunk is still
coming to set drunk is awful. And I mean, slapping a young boy is terrible
Also
too.
probably bad.
Well, that like ruins my whole Mr. Gower thing now because
know.
I was sitting here crying about Mr. Gower. I was like, yeah, he doesn't deserve any of this. He's just trying to survive with his kid gone.
We're going to be sad the next time we watch it because we know too much about the behind the scenes.
No, that's okay. It made me like Love Actually more.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's a positive thing. This will make you like this moment more. Donna Reed won $50 for a bet on set because she was able to milk a cow.
Oh, wow.
So, she's a farm girl from Denison, Iowa.
Yep.
Barrymore, who played Potter, didn't believe her, that's where she was really from. He thought this was like a made-up
I don't
story.
think you could do this,
So,
Donna.
I don't know where this cow was, but apparently a cow was on set, and he was like, milk that cow. And she did. She said it was the easiest $50 she ever made.
I mean, yeah, because have you ever milked a cow before?
No, I have not.
Oh, I have.
And?
It was really easy.
Yeah, I don't
you
know
just
that it would
pull
be that
down.
hard.
Yeah, and it's crazy what the force it comes out and it hits that pail.
Sure. It sounds loud.
Yeah.
In the
I did it. I don't remember where I was. I was on some farm and the lady was right there and I just had to put these little plastic gloves on and milk the cow. It was fun. I gave it a couple tugs. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Glad I've got to do that now.
Did you notice that the cop and the cab driver's names are Bert
and Ernie?
Said that there's no relation to Sesame Street because obviously
Bull.
Sesame Street came later. They said that
Sesame Street said we didn't copy that?
They said that we didn't copy that.
I
They
call
said that's just a coincidence.
Bologna.
That's just magical coincidence.
Well,
that's what they said.
I would say that's subconscious. The creators of Sesame Street were like, what am I going to name these guys? And they didn't realize they had seen It's a Wonderful Life.
Zuzu, the young girl who is sick in it.
Give the flower a drink. Now, will you do something for me? Will you try and get some sleep?
I'm not sleepy. I want to look at my flower.
I know, but you just go to sleep. And then you can dream about it. And it'll be a whole garden.
It will.
She didn't see the film until 1980. And her character, Zuzu, was actually a type of biscuit cookie, and that's why there's the line, Zuzu, my little ginger snap.
Oh, Zuzu, my little ginger snap. I love Zuzu.
Yeah.
I love Zuzu so much. I think she's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I love her haircut.
Her little curls.
I don't always love the 40s hair, but Donna Reed pulls it off, and the kids pull it off too. I'm like, oh, this is very charming.
So sweet. The littlest boy, Tommy, he later...
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me, I burped. Later, he goes on to be on or guest star on the Donna Reed show.
Uh-huh.
And he went up to Donna Reed and reintroduced himself. He's like, "Oh, Miss Reed, I'm so such and such. Like I played Tommy in It's a Wonderful Life with you." She's like, "Oh, I remember you. We used to call you Rip Van Winkle." Do you know anything about who Rip Van Winkle is?
I mean, I have like an image in my head. Isn't Rip Van Winkle the guy who falls asleep all the time?
Yeah,
is he just like a sleepy boy?
Yeah, Rip Van Winkle falls asleep and then wakes up I don't know, umpteen years later with a beard.
Yeah,
and whatever. Yeah, because the lights on set are so hot, and so as a little kid, he just kept falling asleep no matter how loud it was when they were setting things up. And then as soon as hair and makeup was done, they'd wake him up, and then he was just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to go. But that was so sweet. There is another It's a Wonderful Life. 1939, there was a screwball comedy.
Oh.
And even wilder, Jimmy Stewart was in it.
Get out of here.
Nope, I won't.
That's crazy.
I was doing the, just timing things and I was like, gosh, this doesn't make any sense because as they were talking about it in the write-up, it was and then this failed, and then he went to war. I was like, no, he did this after war. Jimmy Stewart
they talk
did
about the war in the
World
movie.
War II after this. That's who he was at the time. And then I realized that's different. It's a Wonderful Life completely.
That's wild.
That's so wild. Let's talk about the snow.
There's a lot of snow in this movie.
They
do a great
snow.
job
It's
on the
great
snow.
snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so typically at this time, snow at the time was just painted cornflakes.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can imagine, that'd be a nightmare sound-wise. It
Yeah,
was so
crunch,
noisy,
crunch,
so
crunch,
crunchy.
Yep.
So they made a new type of snow for this. They mixed foamite, which is the stuff that's in fire extinguishers,
Oh, okay.
with sugar and water to create the snow, and it's still used today.
Oh, badass.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Or some version
it looks
of it.
great on film.
It looks really, really
very
good.
nice and fluffy.
And then the last random trivia bit I have for you is that Spielberg Capra, Reed, and Stewart have all called this their favorite film.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they've all said that this is the best thing that each of them has ever done. Well, Spielberg was not in it, but it's one of his favorite films.
Yeah, yep, good. That's
Capra
amazing.
said, "I thought it was the greatest film I ever made. Better yet, I thought it was the greatest film anybody ever made."
Oh, wow. Take that, Citizen Kane.
And that was
Shout
in
out
an
Wells.
interview when he was like, "I don't know why it didn't go. It just came and went so fast." And so then later he was interviewed after it had all that success. And he's like, "I'm like a parent whose kid grows up to be president. I'm proud, but it's the kid who did the work. I didn't even think of it as a Christmas story when I first ran across it. I just liked the idea." All right, now I would like to transition out of that mess into some scenes. Let's talk about some scenes that you like. I also have some random scenes I need to tell you about for more trivia, but tell me about some scenes that you want to talk about.
Okay, well, let's talk about the lasso scene, because that's the iconic scene.
Iconic lasso around the moon scene.
When he's in the football outfit and she's in the robe.
Yeah.
Very cute scene. The lasso around the moon, I think it's like an evocative image, and that's like the line that everybody remembers. Like the line that we pull out and we carry with us off of this film is, "Do you want the moon? Let me throw a lasso around and I'll pull it down for you."
Dance by the light of the moon. What'd you wish when you threw that rock?
Oh, no.
Come on, tell me.
If I told you, it might not come true.
What is it you want, Barry? What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you the moon, Barry.
I'll take it. Then what?
Well, then you could swallow it. And it'd all dissolve, see? And the moonbeams would shoot out of your fingers and your toes and the ends of your hair. Am I talking too much?
Yes.
And I was kind of like trying to investigate, why is that the line that we, instead of like, that's the richest man in town, the last line, which moved me tremendously this last time. As it's said by his little brother, too. And I'm like, oh, my little brother.
Yeah,
I love you, Trev. You really think I'm the richest guy in town?
I got him here from the airport just as quick as I could. The fool flew all the way up here in a blizzard.
Harry, how about your Banford to New York?
Oh, I left right in the middle of it. As soon as I got Mary's telegram. Good idea, Ernie. A toast. To my big brother, George, the richest man in town.
But, so why do you think that the lasso line is so famous?
Why do I think?
Yeah, what do you think? Is it about that line that we love so much? It's romantic.
It's so romantic. It's probably one of the most romantic lines ever written.
Yeah.
Like
but
AFI's list 2008 most romantic lines ever written.
But it's not delivered that romantically. It's not like, I burn for you.
That's not. But the next part of it is. And the next part talks about like, well, what would I, and then what? And she said, and then you'd eat it. And then it would like shoot
little moonbeams out of your eyeballs.
And toes and not eyeballs. It's fingers and toes and the ends of your hair. It's still very romantic and it's how he says it. So I kind of just like carry over that like romance to that with that line. So I actually think that's like a really beautiful line as well.
No, it is. It absolutely is. But I was just like thinking about like, what is it about this line that has entranced us as a public so much?
Well, then they must have known it was a good line because within the movie, they literally have,
she does the painting.
She does like a little caricature of it. So they know it's good.
It's that good.
It's that good. Like we're going to come back to this. We know this is good. You're going to frame this and this is going to be in your bedroom as characters because you love this bit so much.
I always am like, man, what does she look like in that bush? When she lost the robe.
When she loses the robe.
What is going on in that bush? Little Eve hanging around in the garden.
Is so funny with
so
him.
So funny.
She's like, I'll call the police. She's like, oh, they'd be on my side.
This is a very interesting situation.
Please give me my robe.
Man doesn't get in a situation like this every day.
I'd like to have my robe.
Not in Bedford Falls, anyway.
Ouch! Oh.
Gesundheit.
George,
this requires a little thought here.
Give me my robe.
I've read about things like this, but I never...
Shame on you. I'm going to tell your mother on you.
Well, my mother's way up in the corner there.
I'll call the police.
And they're way downtown. They'd be on my side, too.
Then I'm going to scream.
Maybe I could sell tickets.
So funny.
He's so funny.
Oh my goodness. It's
Even
so
like
good.
the little things, like when they're playing around and the pucks upon me for clumsy loud. Like there's just so many fun things that they're doing. The dialogue's so snappy. Yep, it's a fantastic
It's so great.
scene.
Breaking the windows in the old house, in
Yeah.
the old Granville house. So they had on standby somebody ready to shoot the window out, like a sharpshooter, so
yep.
that way that would hit. But good old Donna Reed, she did baseball in high school. She didn't need it. She got it on the first try. Hit the rock.
She actually is the one who threw that rock too to do it?
Knocked it out.
Wow.
So that's a fun bit.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, I know, right? That's quite a throw too. Okay, Harry falling into the ice. Let's talk about that scene at the beginning when they're little boys. So originally the boys were just playing hockey and the puck gets hit over into Potter's yard.
Oh, okay.
And then the boys go to get it, but Potter sets his dogs loose on them. And the dogs chase them, and that's how Harry ends up falling into the ice.
Vicious. Yeah, I didn't need that.
No, them just like playing around being boys
kids.
on the ice, like that's how stuff like that happens.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And I like the make a chain. It's like what a good group of dudes. These dudes know exactly what to do in any situation. And then the next time you see them, they're walking down the street and they're in a chain. They're all linked. They're walking down the street as a group and they're holding up all the traffic.
Oh my God, there's a car behind him.
There's a car behind him. I'd be like, come on, you dumb shit kids. Get out of here.
It's so cute. It's so cute. I love it.
Wish I had $1 million. Hot dog.
Hot dog. On the scene, the run on the bank scene, when everyone's asking for the money that they need.
Yeah, yep.
So it was in the script that the last gal was gonna ask for $17, but she improvised asking for $17.50, and it was like so great in the moment that the kiss and everything on her cheek was all improvised too. Like
she gives the sweetest little smile after he kisses her on the cheek too. That's really fun.
Yeah, it was just like an awesome like little movie magic thing, and Jimmy Stewart was just like, oh, he just loved the moment.
He is very good about that kind of stuff. Like he's a responsive actor. Like he's very in the moment.
Very much.
I don't know if you have this in your notes, but like when he went to pray at the end at the bar.
Oh, the bar.
The bar scene when he's like, God, I need your help. I don't know what to do kind of thing. And he starts crying. That he wasn't supposed to initially cry.
I know that.
Yeah,
I was going to tell you that next.
Oh, you were? Okay.
No, keep telling me.
I mean, he's supposed to just have like a normal shoot this monologue out. You're just doing a prayer. But he just starts bawling, and he said in an interview that it was because he kept thinking about the boys over in World War II and fighting, and like he had just gotten home from the war, and like he was overcome with emotion as he was praying about this moment, which I think is so cool.
Yeah, so much so that he could not do another take of that.
Yeah,
Frank wanted another one because he was like, I love that, but now I want to like come in on you like a little bit tighter in that scene. And he refused. He's like, I just can't do it. Like I can't get there again.
Yeah.
So I thought that was, it was sweet. Although not professional, but very sweet.
What do you mean?
Well, that he couldn't do it again.
Oh,
that he would,
yeah.
That he refused to take another take. Like, nope, just one take.
Yep.
But I'm also kind of like a one-take
You said
person.
you call yourself one-take Rach.
I do call myself that.
So what are you talking
call
about?
me that, one-take Rach.
No, nobody else calls you.
Other
You
people-
self-proclaimed yourself one-take Rach.
Where do you think nicknames come from? Sometimes you have to make up your own nicknames. We can't all just be blessed with great nicknames.
Yeah, Big Dong Ty. Has to come from somewhere.
I can't believe you just said dong.
Oh my gosh. Oh, who's that guy over there? Oh, that's Big Dong Ty.
I can't.
They say he looks like a combination of Jimmy Stewart and Channing Tatum.
Oh my goodness. Any other of your favorite scenes that you want to talk about?
Well,
What's your favorite scene?
I have two favorite scenes. One of the scenes is with Zuzu.
Zuzu, my little ginger snap
little
with
ginger
the
snap.
petals and the flower.
Let's get my flower a drink. I think that scene is so sweet. It is one of the best girl dad scenes in the history of cinema. It's just
Probably.
very
AFI
sweet.
2015
It's
best
on the
girl
list.
dad scenes.
Yep. And it's interesting because he freaks out after, so he's mad, he's agitated. He goes up there and he doesn't allow himself to be agitated with Zuzu.
Mhm.
He's actually like Zuzu is a calming presence,
Mhm.
but the fact that Zuzu is hurting, he goes downstairs and he's more hurt than he ever was before. And so it's like his anxieties now as a father is my daughter so sick she's like actually in trouble, and that like is what tips him overboard. And I thought that was like really beautifully constructed this last time when I was kind of breaking that down. My favorite scene in the whole movie though is easily the scene where he has the stick and he's playing around outside the fence, and then he comes
Outside of Mary's house.
outside of Mary's house before they get together, and he comes in and he's being a little dick the whole time, and she's calling him out on it and everything. So, I don't even know what I'm doing over here. I didn't know I was gonna come over here. And that whole scene, and then like the phone call scene. So everybody loves Before Sunrise. And the music scene, the music store scene. If you don't know Before Sunrise, there's one iconic scene where our two lead actors are stuck in like a music listening room, super close proximity, and you're just sitting there and living with them for about like 90 seconds. And I was like, that movie totally steals this concept from It's a Wonderful Life when they're on the phone call and they have to just sit there and listen to Hee Haw Guy on the other line of the Sam Wainwright on the line of the phone, and they have to just be in close proximity with each other. And the way they keep looking at each other and their breath work, the breath work is some of the most intense acting choices you can ever. Young actors, this is for you.
Oh boy, buckle up.
You guys think it's so important to be like, yeah, I'm gonna have a hunch for this. I'm gonna have a limp, and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like hold my mouth weird. Stop doing all that stupid shit. And how about you just grow up and you look at your partner in the face and you allow the essence of life, which is breath, to do all the work for you. And go watch this scene, you numbskulls. I don't know. I'm getting agitated.
You don't need a name call.
Zuzu's sick, so I'm agitated right now. So listen up, you little numbskulls.
Yeah, Big Dong Ty is here to tell you what's up.
Big Dong Ty has arrived. And he's a mixture of Channing Tatum and Jimmy Stewart, and he's here to tell you what is what. Do you know, I inspired Timothée Chalamet. So before you get on your high horse, you think you know everything, use your breath. That's all I've got to say about that.
That's the end.
No, I just freaking love that scene. I think it's so good. I could watch it literally like 10 times in a row. I just love the beat-to-beat work. I just love everything about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here.
Will you tell that guy I'm giving him the chance of a lifetime? Do you hear? The chance of a lifetime.
He says it's the chance of a lifetime.
Now, you listen to me. I don't want any plastics, and I don't want any ground floors, and I don't want to get married ever to anyone. You understand that? I want to do what I want to do. And you're...
George.
Magic. It's all magic.
What's your favorite scene?
Oh, gosh. Probably the walking after the pool scene together.
Yeah.
Singing the Buffalo Gal piece of it. And then making the wishes, like how she actively like wishes against his wish, like when he's telling her what he's gonna go do, and then she like almost cuts him off and throws the rock, and you know that she wished for none of his wishes to come true, essentially. Like not that, but like for her own wishes, and then like not, but like 10 minutes later, his dad. He finds out about his dad and he has to stay. Like, I just think there's just so much magic in that scene as far as storytelling. It's so beautiful.
Mary's a really selfish person when you really think about it.
She feels maybe a little bit bad that she wished for his dad to have a stroke, I believe.
She killed his father.
I think she realizes that in that moment.
Now?
You see that on her face.
Yeah.
When he drives away, she's looking like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I did this.
Uh-oh. Oops.
Yeah.
Oops, I did it. Which is probably why it takes them so long to get together, you know?
Yeah.
It takes another 4 years after that.
She has to forgive herself.
Yeah. And only then can you accept love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really, really powerful.
It is very powerful.
Did you feel like you did that to me? Because like I had all these dreams and aspirations, you know, become this big star and everything and act professionally. And then you were always wishing for me to settle down and like become a teacher and like become a family man and everything.
I mean, I don't think I actively wasted any wishes on that. I had other wishes that I made, but they weren't that particularly. But
Just feels like
yeah, I can see the similarities there. I see what you're saying. There's crossover.
Yeah, definitely.
Quotes that I love from the movie. Merry Christmas, you old building alone.
Yep, absolutely.
I love that.
Merry Christmas, movie house! Merry Christmas, Emporium! Merry Christmas, you wonderful old building alone! Hey! Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter! Happy New Year to you! In jail!
We like to just say that sometimes.
Merry Christmas, you old building alone.
I love it. I laugh, cry every time he runs through and like is yelling at everybody. Merry Christmas! It just
I love it.
fills me with all the feels.
It's so fun.
Cathartic cries, laughs all the time. I'm going to jail. Isn't it wonderful? So great. So great. Yeah. Oh, should have said this earlier. That excuse me, I burped" line. That was added to help give some levity to that dramatic scene. That's one of the things that Capra loves to do, is to mix in like the lighting things up a little bit, even when we're just like in the throes of it.
It's a brilliant choice.
Yeah, because that's life.
That's why it like keeps that intersection of comedy and drama like going throughout this entire film.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody somewhere at some point was like, hey, let's make a sequel to this. And it was going to be called It's a Wonderful Life, the rest of the story. And this was in 2013. But much to
This sounds like a bunch of kids.
Much to the outraged fans, Paramount said, no. No project has ever gotten our license for this. So don't worry, that's not going to happen.
Doesn't that sound like a bunch of like young gun filmmakers are like, let's make a second one. It's like Hamlet 2.
Yeah, some producers
Let's do
somewhere thought that we wanted a sequel to It's a Wonderful Life. Like, that's not, what do you mean the rest of the story? We don't want that. Whatever you're giving us, we don't want it.
Okay.
We don't want it.
This will happen in our lifetime and you need to prep for this. There will be a remake of this movie.
No.
There will.
No.
I would put money on it. By the time if we live to be 80 years old, like if we have like 40 to 50 more years in our life, we will see a remake of this movie.
Yeah. Well, maybe it will get everyone to watch the old one.
That's
more.
what everybody will say. No matter how good it is, people will be like, it made me just want to watch the old one.
Yeah. And maybe that's okay. Maybe I can just tell my grandkids, like, you can watch that first. And then when you're done with that, I'll show you the real one. And they're like, Grandma, were you around during this? I was like, no, you dumb idiot.
Yeah, you would.
How old do you think I am?
Are you a fool? Like, well, Grandma, it looks kind of like you.
Oh, well, that's different. Why'd you say that?
And it kind of looks like Grandpa, too.
Like, what is her over there? Oh, I'm going to hit you, numbskulls. How many times do I have to tell you? Use your breath.
In 1977, it was performed as a TV show called It Happened One Christmas, and Orson Welles played Mr. Potter.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a retelling of it. So
Sure.
I guess it already happened. We'll have to watch that one if we want to. I don't know why we would,
No,
but
I'm good.
there obviously have been radio plays
Yes,
and plays.
Rach and I
and
did the radio
musicals.
play.
We did. How many Christmases ago was that?
That was in the Christmas of 2020.
Yeah, the
Yep.
Christmas of 2020, right? Because it was kind of like COVID
Right
bubble
after
times.
COVID. Yep.
Right. Ah,
It was so.
it was so fun.
Yep. Rach did not play Mary.
No, much to my chagrin. No,
She would have
just
been
kidding.
great, but she did not play Mary. She is my Mary, but she did not play.
I had so much fun. I got to play Violet. I got to
Yep.
play Zuzu.
Yeah.
Some other
Those are
random
the two that I really
voices.
remember is Violet and Zuzu.
Yeah, those are my best character works.
Yep.
And it was such a fun group that we
Yeah.
did that with.
It was.
That was so
It was
and we did
really
like it
fun.
Foley, am I saying that right?
Yeah. Yep. Foley artist.
Foley artist, and
The
so we
people
had,
who are like a soundboard and they're like crunching around with
Mhm.
all these props and stuff.
Yep.
Is super fun.
Yeah, so that was a real treat. We all dressed up in 1930s and 40s garb.
Mhm.
I guess it was 40s garb.
Yeah.
But that was a good time. We
It was
should.
great.
I haven't watched that in a while, but we should watch that.
Now, I'm not allowed to, but if someone were to reach out to me, I bet there's like a little
Is there a
something,
secret link somewhere?
secret link I could probably find. It's not mine, and I don't know where it came from, but I bet it's out there.
But if someone wanted to DM us, we could
You
probably
could probably find it.
connect somebody with that.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
they so chose.
I got to connect myself with it. In 2019, there was said to be a musical adaptation of it in the works with Paul McCartney writing the music and lyrics.
Oh, okay.
But it never has come to fruition, and that was 2019. So,
Huh. Sounds like COVID probably
I think
killed
COVID
that
kind of
idea.
killed that. But I was going to say, if anyone was going to write the musical version of it, I think Paul McCartney could do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be, but I'd be all right with it, probably.
Yeah, I just worry about it stylistically, but yeah, probably.
Who knows? We won't know until we know.
Yep,
And
it's
we
true.
may never know.
I would also put money that will happen. There will be a It's a Wonderful Life musical.
Yeah.
Before, I would say in 10 years, within 10 years.
Yeah.
I'd put money on that.
Well, more reasons to go see it, I guess.
Yeah, I would be okay with that.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm more okay with that than like a remake movie.
I mean, I would rather go to the
don't know.
play. I think the
Yeah.
play should be done more.
Yeah.
I think people should just do the play straight up. Like,
Mhm.
if they're doing Christmas Carol every year, why don't you do It's a Wonderful Life?
That's a good
That's
point.
better than Christmas Carol, in my opinion.
I like it better.
I
don't
like
know if
Christmas
I like
Carol.
it better theatrically, though.
I'm not saying don't do Christmas Carol. Don't misunderstand me.
Ty
I
said.
want everybody to do Christmas Carol. I think it's fun.
Yeah,
But I want people to do It's a Wonderful Life as well.
sure. Yeah, maybe a rotation of sorts.
Yeah.
You know?
And do Elf the Musical. Also a
And
great
then
time.
Elf.
You
Mix
guys will
up.
love it.
That's a good time, too. Budget for this, estimated $3.7 million, which was a lot of money back in the day.
And we know he lost $500K.
We were short. Opening weekend, we only made $44,000.
Wow. Did it come out around Christmas time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it
That was
opened.
smart.
Yeah, right before Christmas. Gross worldwide right now it says 10 million. I gotta believe it's more than that. I don't know if that,
I mean,
accounts for DVD sales.
Yeah,
or things.
I don't know. That's weird with distribution, how that works.
It's got to be more than that by now.
Yeah.
But it had a big chunk of money to make up, so maybe it's just working on
Here's
it.
what I'll say. If somebody came up to us, to the collective body of our world, and said, look, we're going to lose the rights to It's a Wonderful Life, and nobody's going to be able to watch it anymore. So this one powerful entity is going to get it unless we're able to buy it from them. I feel like you could take the basket around like they do in the movie, and everybody would donate enough money to save It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I
That
love
would
it.
happen.
That would happen.
So if there ever, don't do it, just be greedy little effers. But if you ever are in need, I think we're all here waiting.
We'll be here for you
to help out.
Yeah, I think you're right.
We'll make you the richest man in town.
It was nominated for several Oscars. It did not win any of the big ones. Best Picture that year was The Best Year of Our Lives.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, don't know. Needs to be, put into syndication again.
After wartime and into the 50s is a tough moment in Hollywood history. It's pretty formulaic. And
okay.
the movie products that were coming out at that point were not the best. So we have about a 10-year span from like 45 to 55 that isn't super great.
Gotcha. Well, it did win an Academy Award, but not for what you think. It won something for technical achievement.
Okay.
It won for
Best
the snow.
Oh, wow.
That's exactly it. That's right. The best snow in the world. Here's an award. Here's an Oscar for your snow. It was so good. Acting so, but your snow, so good. Here you go.
Did anybody get nominated for Best Actor?
Yes. Yep. Best Picture, Best Actor, Director, Best Sound, Best Editing. They got
Donna
nominated.
didn't get up for Best
Donna
Actress?
did not get up for Best Actress.
She deserved it.
Oh, she's great.
I
don't know what else was out
To
that
me,
year,
I don't know if
but-
they had supporting categories at that time, but if they
Yeah, she
did,
would've been good
she's
for
like
that.
a shoo-in for supporting. I imagine they didn't.
Yeah.
And they probably, because she was a new actress, there's like not a world where they probably would have given it to her.
Sure.
but
Yeah. Well, that was part of the
She's
problem.
spectacular.
She was part of the problem why I didn't do so good to
Yeah,
start.
it's her fault.
I'm not with Stewart.
Do
on
I need to go
this.
through those Ginger Rogers movies again? She would have killed it. Ginger was our girl.
Ginger, my little ginger.
Oh, I
snap.
love Ginger. She's my little Ginger snap.
It did win a Golden Globe for Best Director, and then other awards, obviously.
What's his name? You call him
Franca.
Franca, yeah. Franca won, yeah.
Franca won for that. AFI's list 100 Best American Films Ever Made. National Film Registry of the Library of Congress.
Awesome.
If you had to pick between being on AFI's 100 Best Films Ever Made or being in the National Film Registry in the Library of Congress, which would you choose?
So, film registry is like, I know I'm going to exist forever.
Yeah.
But AFI is for me because I'm like I like film so much. That's really cool. So it depends on what I'm going for. Am I going for like sustainability for the rest of eternity, or am I going for what's awesome? I think I go for sustainability. So it's probably National Registry. What about you?
Yeah, I'd go for the film registry too. Like that stuff, that's gonna like.
It's like a time capsule to Martians.
They're gonna put it out in space.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what was society, what was civilization
America,
like?
This film.
In 4032, they're gonna look at this and they're gonna be like, and they're gonna be like, oh, what's this movie? Oh, it's that movie Time Maid. And they're gonna put it in and be like, this guy's really cool. This is Big Dong Ty.
Never have you done
That's Big Dong Ty right there.
Accent work.
He's very good.
Accent work for
at everything he
aliens.
does.
We're losing it. We're losing it. All right, time to wrap it up. Thanks for staying with the listeners. We're almost through. Critic reviews. So what's fun about this is there's old reviews and then there's new reviews. Let me tell you some of the new reviews. New reviews says Frank Capra's classic is a perfect movie, and almost 80 years on, Jimmy Stewart's masterpiece has absolutely lost none of its magic. That was from Screen Rant. The Guardian says a genuine
the Brits.
American classic.
Nice. The Brits even
Even
liked
the
it.
Brits like it. Movie Mom says resistance is futile.
Yes. Go Movie Mom.
Go
We
Movie
actually
Mom.
talk about her more than you think on this
Do
podcast.
you really? She's got fun, snappy little things. I only picked the snappiest of snappy comments.
Yeah.
New York Times back in the day said the weakness of this picture is the sentimentality of it.
Yeah. I was reading
Too sentimental.
some of these early reviews from like Variety and New York Times.
Mhm.
And yeah, they were pretty mixed.
Yeah, they were like, "Why are you trying to make me cry? I don't
Yeah.
cry anymore. I lost that in the war. I can't cry no
It
more."
kind of does feel like everybody was hardened by the war.
A little bit.
And they're like, this is like a movie from like the late 30s. It's not a movie for the mid 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Critics' consensus: the holiday classic to define all holiday classics.
Mhm.
It's a Wonderful Life is one of a handful of films worth an annual viewing.
Absolutely.
100% agree. I give this 100%.
Rach, is this your favorite Christmas movie?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
It's top
Knocks
3
it
for
out
me.
of the park. Out of the park. I can't think of another film that I look forward to watching every year. I watch a lot of films every year, but I actively look forward to watching it.
Yep, it's this and White Christmas for me. And I think White
Mhm.
Christmas is usually my number 1, but because this is so recent, it feels like this is my number 1.
Mhm.
And then Love Actually is probably number 3 for me. So those are my top 3 Christmas movies.
Rotten Tomatoes gave this 94%.
Okay.
Audience, 95%.
Nice.
So, in good company.
Yep.
I'm ready for yours.
Yeah, so here's what I have. A near perfect movie. It's 97%.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is another review. My Wonderful Life. Filled with best friends, supportive family, sometimes pissy little Potters, and a magical Donna Reed of my own. And hopefully soon, some little Zuzus. 100%.
New York Times says much too sentimentality. Much too much of that going around here these days.
Signed, Big Dog Ty.
I don't want this to become a bit, but I know it's going to. No, it won't, because we won't talk again till...
One Take Rage and Big Dog Ty. It's like these make a lot of sense.
These nicknames, they can't make themselves. Oh my gosh. Well, listeners, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope this got to you to where you're going. I hope your travels were safe. If you plug this in, I hope you're there.
Yeah.
We won't be. We got so much driving to do this break. It's bananas, but it's all happy trips.
Yep.
So
And this is a perfect time. I know that some of my friends who love this movie, they're going to be chiming in on this episode. I guarantee it. And I just want you guys to know how much I love you and how much I care about you. And this is a great movie just to remind you of all the people that are so important in your life and about how I think about that all the time.
yeah, love you guys.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right. Attaboy, Clarence.
Say, how much do you want me to talk and how much do you not want me to talk? You'll have to judge that.
We'll take that as it comes. I think
Okay.
a part of it will depend on your ability voice-wise, if you're a little cold.
Mhm.
And another part will become when I just get annoyed of listening to you talk. And so I'll give you a different look for that one. It'll be like,
Well,
wrap
can you
it
do
up, wrap it up,
can you
wrap
do
it
a
up.
verbal cue so the audience knows too?
Yeah, what should
What's
that
the
be?
verbal cue when you're annoyed with what I'm talking about?
Do I have one?
I don't know. You have to create one right
The
now.
verbal cue for when I'm annoyed with what you're talking about. Ooh. Maybe it's that.
No, because you'll do that naturally.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will. I think it's got to be like, like you're curious, but it's overt curiosity.
Okay,
you know,
I like
that
it.
sounds a little artificial.
Oh, what we
Hum.
say?
Yeah, I like that. No, I like that. That's it right there. Hum. Yeah, good.